are back.
We're back real quick since, we got to get out of here shortly, but we had such an amazing interview with LNG, so we wasn't even going to cut her short.
Shout out to LNG.
Thank you for coming out, coming in, hanging with us real quick, some gin with the juice. I'm only going to talk about one thing because, we get talking, we're going to be here all night, and I'll bang with y'all. But I'm tired and I got to work. But y'all know I do like to talk.
All right.
So we're going to talk about something close to home instead of me talking about everything else that I was going to talk about.
Yeah, this is
so. If y'all don't know, 17 or 8, 17.
Listen,
17 or 18-year-old.
No.
Okay.
26.
Shut.
No, I'm talking about how he looked.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's 17.
But he looked.
Let me tell the listeners / viewers while y'all debate on this age, what we even talking about. If you have not heard yet, there was a student at Douglas High School that got into a fight with his fellow teammate. It was allegedly over the visor that goes on the helmet. In the cafeteria. Y'all know me, I got to act like I was there. So we was sitting at the lunch table, right? He was like, yo, you stole my visor, blah, blah. Like, dude was really turned. And I don't know if the other boy didn't seem like he had, he wasn't aggressive. I don't know if he had a chance to be aggressive, but he wasn't. And dude beat him up so bad. Now, I will say, I've seen fights like that, maybe worse. But he is being charged as an adult. The teen is still the victim is still in the hospital. He has to get surgery on his face and some other stuff. But if you haven't seen the video, it's very graphic. He's laying there having a seizure and it's terrible. Now, here's my question. I don't even know why you not up here on the mic because I always am talking to you. Or y'all. I'm curious as to because I really didn't think that everybody's opinions were really going to be as biased as they were. People that I've just been taught, okay, so me initially, before I even knew what really happened, I just saw student has a fight, get charged as an adult. I'm like, dang, they petty, what they do? I didn't see the video
so you
yet.
See the video.
But in the same instance, I kind of understand where some people are coming from because they're like, okay, how many World Star fights have we seen? Well, even here in Baltimore, people on the street, girls going in on each other, and why is this child being charged as an adult when we've seen fights like that too?
Now, I'll tell you exactly why he's charged as an adult.
He should be.
One, because he's actually in school and they have police officers there. Versus you being on the street on World Star, as soon as somebody get knocked out, everybody goes.
No, I get that, but there have been fights in school.
Dang.
For instance, a World Star video. No, there's been a World Star video where I don't know if it was at the Harbor School, whatever school, and I don't know if y'all remember, but when the teacher was trying to break up a fight or something, it was two of them, but it was the girl and the boy, and the boy cold-hearted just bow on the girl. Yeah. I ain't hear nothing about him being charged as no adult, and he hit. First of all, you hit a girl. He didn't just hit her. He might as well hit her like dude hit him in the video.
Yeah,
and it was in a school because the teacher tried to break it up. So it's now. Why
it's just sometimes it's just those situations. Freddie Gray was not the only person that died in police custody. It just so happened that was the catalyst. That was just one of those things. You know what I mean? And Mike Brown wasn't the only person that was killed in that way. It just sometimes stuff just happens. That don't
make it fair though.
And just because you don't hear about it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. I think the extent of the injuries play a part.
Definitely.
This young fellow was unconscious, having seizures in a pool of his own blood, taking shock trauma. That's a little bit different than somebody just getting a bloody lip or
just
maybe a black eye, something like that. This was more serious. He was in shock trauma from a fight in the cafeteria. I said this on my show. My first fight was in the cafeteria.
Mine was too.
You know what I mean? And it was nothing even close to that. It just was one of those regular fights. You get the wind knocked out of you type of thing, and it's over with. But somebody going in shock trauma, unconscious, having seizures, that's a little bit different.
Now we'll say this without incriminating myself too much.
Oh, snap.
Case
Don't
my
do it.
mom or
Don't
somebody
say it.
watching
How long ago was it?
I think that also because the first thing I think sometimes when you see fights like that, like, yeah, people be fighting, but to keep going in, first of all,
Yes.
it's the reason that it's like, okay, are we fighting over this? And then to keep going in like that, I know me, and I will say I remember a specific fight that I had that if I look back on today, I was just like, yo, like if it was today, like
You'd be gone.
like
But yes, it was yesterday. Since it was yesterday, you was good. It wasn't yesterday. She said she didn't have an eventful week,
Yeah,
but
she
now
did.
we hear about this
Yeah.
fight.
But no, I was just like, but because I know how I was back then, I feel like depending on who's fighting, they may have, like, I had built in anger or stuff that might have been going on at home or my neighborhood, what I grew up around. So when I grew up around like a brother, like boys and in the neighborhood. So it's kind of like when I'm fighting, like I'm trying to take you out. And
I
if
grew
not,
up around humans and
up,
boys,
no.
girls.
But no, just for me to not think like, I was like with boys, with guys, like boys fight differently with girls.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's more
they be trying
so,
to feel on you and stuff.
not boy
They be like,
and girl. No, I mean when you fight another dude, y'all fight gonna be
sure.
different than me and a
Clearly.
girl fight. And that's the thing.
No.
I was raised where it was like you fight like they fight. Like, so if I'm fighting a girl, I'm fighting like I'm fighting a dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you was one of
But-
them. You hit too hard.
You were heavy. Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
really heavy.
I don't want none of that.
Sorry, babe. Hit
So
my
what did you
husband
do? What
and,
did you do?
But what I'm saying, we
What
didn't
did
talk
you do to
about
this
me.
girl?
But
What did you do to this
We
girl?
not gonna talk about
okay,
that.
we're not gonna talk.
Cause yeah, I done had some incidents in
So are
college,
you,
high
it
school.
seems like
but
it seems like you may be trying to
I just feel like some kids
back
have.
up the perpetrator a little bit.
No. What I was saying is, the point that I was just saying is I think that sometimes when kids, like the guy that was beating him up,
Yeah.
may have like more anger issues because you can fight, but
Yeah.
to go hard like he did over
looked
something like that.
When you look at his mugshot,
like,
it
what's
looked like he
going-
had anger.
Yeah,
It
it's
looked
like
he
what's
had
going
anger
on?
there.
Looks like he should
It
be
makes
out
you
of
wonder,
school.
like, what else is going on that makes you that angry to feel like I am about to kill him over goddamn helmet? Like,
Okay.
it's that-
And just the size of him, he looked like he was a teacher. I thought it was a teacher at first.
I didn't think it was a teacher, but what I thought is a lot of our young people now, the attitude is so quick to snap. I think this is gonna sound crazy. I think it's the food. I think it's lead. I
definitely think it's lead.
I think it's. Yeah, I think it's
I
a
think
combination.
it's that.
And
I think it's the younger,
being babied
more younger
by
and
their
younger parents.
Yes.
I definitely
Those
agree.
three things. So the diet is heavy sugar, heavy salt. It's just
So if I drink a lot of Red Bulls, like
yeah, that's bad.
Oh, you cannot forget the music.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be.
You
I
cannot
drink
forget the
like
music.
2 Red Bulls a day.
You cannot forget the music, though.
Oh, music get you turned up.
Yeah, man, wait, you've been on point today. Yes, that's the second smart thing you said in 2 hours. It's normally like, yeah, I'm saying you're absolutely right. The music is such a big part, and I don't understand why. Like, when I was a teenager and I was listening to, Tupac and stuff like that, it did not make me want to go out and. It just was like I'm listening to it like I'm watching a movie or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just, I don't understand how the mentality changes. You know what I mean? I watch Star Wars or Batman. I'm not on a roof thinking I could jump off the roof like Batman. You know what I mean? And if I did it, and I'm like, it was Batman. And then my mother like, we need to ban Batman. But they do that with music. I don't get it. Like, to me, that's an excuse. But unfortunately, he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
The music does influence them. But
Now, do you guys think that this is going to be an example? Because I feel like nowadays we videotape everything, all the fights that pop off. And then I feel like some kids see the camera and we showing off. Like,
he
you
showed
gonna put
off
me
for the
on,
camera.
see on camera.
It used to be back in the day.
Remember, you hear World Star, you better fight for your life because you about to be on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, it's just now it's so different. I remember when I bought my first video camera, I took it everywhere. Everywhere.
It was like
We
this
would be in the
big?
car. It was big, yeah. It had like the tape, tape in the side of it, right? I'm talking about we used to be in the car, go what you call joyriding. Like we get in the car with nowhere to go, put gas in the car, and just drive.
Yeah.
And I used to have the video camera, and I had
That
a
was
video
making a
camera
reality TV show.
early,
They
right?
ain't know it.
We used to go into like the McDonald's, and I would just take it in. I'd be trying to film stuff, so like see if they drop something, and just they be like, "Oh, you can't have that camera here. Get that camera out of here." Yeah, now there's a camera everywhere. Right, I would do that. Now it's a camera everywhere you go. The light pole, outside, somebody's phone, somebody driving by. It's always a camera on you all the time. And now we so used to it, they don't even care.
But do you think that kids now, after seeing this, some high school students will think twice before they go hard like that? Because it's like, oh,
they
dang,
don't
he
think.
getting charged.
They're not
like-
thinking. I don't even think it even crosses their mind.
What do you think is gonna happen
Well, how
to
do
this
you-
kid though?
They don't. If he was thinking, first of all,
I don't think he thought that this was gonna happen.
oh sure not.
But I'm
And
saying
I don't
for
think
people
he
that are
meant to-
watching now,
I don't
do
think
you
he meant
that
to
like,
kill. I don't think he meant to kill the boy. I just think he was showing off. I think he snapped off, and I think that he just went
You
too
think
far.
it's fair that he's being charged as an adult?
Yes.
What do you think is actually really gonna happen? Do you think he's gonna get probation, jail
Well, let
time?
me say this. There's been a lot of
Charged as an adult.
rumors. There's been a lot of rumors floating around about the condition of the injured child. But I want to say this. I hope that the child's okay. If his condition goes for the worse,
Well, right now it's pretty bad. It was
yeah,
like,
it's very bad.
Yeah, it's really
Dude
bad.
it's bad. You could have potentially two families that are completely destroyed
And,
by a split second.
and
decision.
because he was actually hitting his head,
Yes.
he could slide into a coma easily.
Yeah, they already say he has
Concussion, his
He
state,
can
he had
slide,
a
just
reconstruct.
slide.
Concussion
right
is
into it.
serious. People joke about concussions or didn't understand.
They don't
the
understand what
seriousness
it really
is. Concussion is a very serious thing.
Yep.
And you know, if you have time to brace yourself for something, if you see something coming, is different than if you don't see it coming.
Right.
And he didn't see that coming.
None of that.
That was one of those what you call a sucker punch. What we call here in Baltimore, like somebody stole you. You know what I mean? They still say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Ain't
that's
that
just some
old.
sucker shit, though. It's just
Sucker
like
stuff.
give somebody the fair one. Like, what is this?
Right, that's what I said. Back in the day, I don't know. It should be everywhere. If we gonna fight, it
Yeah.
used to be like, okay, we going to such and such house.
Correct.
Like your parent. Now, I'm not saying I ain't gonna put nobody's parents out there,
Yeah.
but they will take you over there, or if you got a brother,
That's
or
old
cousin,
school.
or something.
I don't think they do
You
that.
got
no more.
yeah, like we used to do that when I was going. We going down to her house. Y'all gonna fight this out. Ain't no jumping either.
Oh, right.
When
Y'all gonna get, and then if whoever lost, win, boom, break. It ain't happening no more after this. Like,
Right.
that's how it used to be.
When
And
I
then you
was
could be
like-
friends after that.
When I was like maybe probably 14, 15, no 14, and like somebody had a problem down the street, when I see the whole family coming,
Yeah.
the whole family is coming.
And I kind
So this was like this was right
Nowadays,
before President Obama got elected.
I was 14.
You said 14. You said 14. It was. He been off for 6 years, right?
Okay.
6 years.
So bad.
He got two more, a year left.
Carried a one.
But no, I don't like that only because now it depends because I'm like, okay, I got siblings and when my sister was about to have some beef, we getting it popping. Like
Easy.
hands down. My brother, same way. However, when it's the whole family, I feel like I don't know how I feel because it's like that's the problem where we have parents jumping kids and the whole neighborhood and turned up and
Yeah.
turned out. Like
Yeah.
now it's nowadays I don't think that's cool. Pookie and them and 20 of them coming down the street and it's just me and my daughter. Like that's not cool. And that happened at one of my properties at a
fight?
job.
A fight?
Yeah, it was some girls from Newtown High School that wanted to fight this other girl, and when the mother heard that they gonna jump her daughter,
Yeah.
she's flying home and she's telling them,
As
y'all
she
gotta get
should.
off my property. We
Yeah.
flying down there because it's our property. Y'all don't
Yeah.
even live here.
We like
And it
they
got
ain't
to the
even
point
paid their
where-
rent yet.
Right. But the mother had ended up fighting.
Oh
But
my
she was. But in
God.
her defense, the girls
jumped her.
They jumped when she was
Yeah.
trying to protect her daughter. She got
Yeah.
9 girls on her trying to jump her.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
when it became a whole situation where the school started getting involved and the parents.
Oh my God.
Now the parents are like, "Oh, she need to be charged." I was like, "I was there. Your daughter spit in that lady's face.
Oh wow.
Your
Whoa.
daughter pulled her hair." So
She like, oh, you don't know. You don't even know. You probably know the mother. You lying.
Right, and I'm just like, you're not even disciplining that the fact your
But
child is on a property she don't even live at to jump somebody else.
Did you hear what the kid's mother said? The one that assaulted the child.
Oh, I was wondering what she thinks.
So she was taking the position a lot of mothers take nowadays, which enables this behavior, which was y'all don't know what happened. It's two sides to every story, and my son is not like a monster or something. Yeah. So now let's take the video out. Let's pretend there was no video, and it's just he say, she say. He wouldn't have been charged.
Wow, we can see what this boy looked like
I
in
know,
the hospital.
but I don't think he would have been charged.
That's probably. Or if he
And then he wouldn't have been charged this fast, and we wouldn't
Maybe
have even
not
know
as
about
fast,
it.
but I think he
We
would
wouldn't
have
have even know
because
about
they'd
it.
have been like,
The
okay, we got
video,
this boy in the hospital.
the video also added to it because when the video came out, so I think the assault happened Tuesday or maybe Wednesday.
Question.
Video comes out on social media. It's outrage. It's a big deal. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate.
So why were there two parts?
To the video?
Yeah. Why?
I mean, you know, probably because
Why
the,
couldn't you stop it after the first one? You had to record another part.
Because kids don't jump in and think, let me stop the
yeah,
fight.
let
Like,
me make a
nobody
clear
breaks
video
it up.
so this holds up in court.
And
They ain't thinking that.
nowadays, teachers ain't trying to jump in because kids fight
And
teachers.
the kid, do you see the kids the teachers tried to say that they rushed to stop it or something. No, you didn't. No, you did
After
not.
he was already out.
After he was already
Yes.
Like, nah.
I mean,
But
and they
maybe
nobody
that's why
wanted
I'm
to
not
break
no
it up.
teacher.
Or
You don't
nothing.
pay me to do. If it's a fight pop up at my job, you don't pay me to jump up in that. You touch me, it's going down.
Times
I'ma
is
cut you.
different. Times is
Like-
different. Back in the day when I was in school, you only did that stuff when adults wasn't around.
Exactly.
When adults came around, there was respect. It's like, okay, it's gotta stop. The cussing stopped. The fighting stopped.
Because back in the
No, it
day, my mama
stops.
rode up in that school and yanked me
Yeah.
by the back of my head. Oh, you acting? Nope.
Right.
No beef. No problems.
You like, oh, you turning up?
Nope. They lying on the teacher lied on me. Like, yeah, but it's unfortunate. I pray
Definitely.
for the boy and his family, the victim. I pray for the guy who did it. I'm gonna pray for everybody, but it's just sad because, like you said, the fact that the mother, that's her reaction, that's a problem. That's the problem.
But this is unfortunately, this is the climax, more than likely, to a history of him not being parented correctly.
Exactly.
This didn't start with this incident.
Wow,
There were
this is
other
first
incidents:
fight,
kindergarten, first grade, second grade, family reunion, went over such and such house, down the street. It was a consistent reaction that wasn't right, which led him to the point where he made such a poor decision at 17. And as Dame correctly said, looks like he's probably 27. He looks older than you.
Yeah. I'm like, what? Boy, all this, and he about to get this.
And this is over a
He said he's
violent.
about to get
He's
this.
about to get this part.
But I want to end on this. A lot of this stems from the aggression in sports. 'Cause these are two
That is
football
so
players.
true.
Now let's think back to Geno Smith
Uh-huh.
over some. To me, the visor
so-
thing is equivalent to the $400-500 to those NFL
those
football
NFL,
players.
right.
Is equivalent. The visor is petty. Okay, to a high school. Okay, if he took your visor, you get another visor, you get it back, or whatever. It was petty. And when Geno Smith got punched in the jaw over whatever the money was, that was petty. But that's the aggression from sports, and it's just
I agree.
And then you fighting over a visor that you ain't gonna never be able to wear again, or any other visor, because that's a wrap.
attempted murder is a serious charge.
It is.
That you might,
Like, it ain't
though
even
it's
like
not
assault.
murder, though
Like,
it's not murder,
attempted murder.
you might get the same sentence.
But let's
as murder.
pray.
And that
Let's
sucks.
pray that the young guy recovers.
Right?
Oh.
Because if those charges
It
change
can
to murder,
change. It's a
done.
wrap.
Life. It's over. It's a wrap.
That's so sad.
Just like
Think
that.
of.
Oh, that's
However
sad.
many minutes that actually was.
You're gonna be watching that fight from the jail.
But that's it for today.
For my little segment, we'll get into more next time.
Next week,
Daniel, go ahead and hit them shout outs real quick.
First, thank God for just bringing everything full circle yet again, and thank God for my Baltimore Flava family.
It's just me.
We still just say squad.
Squad.
My man Diamond Diddy K. Why are you doing that?
Yum, man. That's how you I'm telling you, when you
thought
first
was
started, I
playing,
felt
yeah.
like we had the Thanksgiving table and I bow my head.
You like, all right, I want to thank you, everybody, being in infinite wisdom, on our food, the hands that made the food, microphones.
Shout out to my family, of course, co-workers,
And he continued.
kids at my job.
Them
And
kids at your job like you?
yeah, I mean, I'm
That's
cool.
what's up. I think you would be.
It's just one child. I feel so sorry for her.
Mm.
Cause like you know
Girl?
how you wanna help a child,
Yeah.
but they just ain't getting it.
Yeah.
That's adults too.
How old is she?
She might be like 9, 10.
Oh, there's still room for her.
Well, that's mommy. It's still time for her.
Yeah.
9 to 10.
Yeah, but
Since you part of the show, you got a shout out.
go ahead and do your shot.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do my shout outs a little bit different. You know what I mean? This is how you do a shout out. I want to say what's up to the east side, to the west side.
We at the club
All right.
real quick one time.
All the white girls over at Essex. I believe that every black man should have 5 white girls in his life. 5 white girls, and let me tell you why real quick. You need 5 white girls in different types, okay? You need like a hip-hop white girl. You need like a gothic white girl. You need like a regular Becky white girl. Get you one more hip-hop white girl, and then just like a regular girl. Now, you need these women, these 5 white women as a black or Latino man, to show you that you don't want a white woman. And you need to be with a black girl. This is just to make sure. See, if Kobe had taken my advice, he would have never dipped off. You gotta do this, get it out the way early. So you say, I don't want this. And it will have you.
They still together though.
I understand that, but I'm talking about he dipped off with the white girl.
Oh,
And just,
with the-
had he done this, it just whole time, I've been there, did that, you know what I mean? Back when I was in, high school, whatever. Yeah. So it's like you deduct it, but if you didn't have no exposure to it, you're like, oh, damn, she kind of cool. You know
Let me
what I
see
mean?
what
Like,
this be
she like a Barbie doll and shit. Yeah, you know what I mean?
To it.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So get your 5 out the way.
5.
Right?
Why gotta be 5?
You-
Oh, because you want to try all different
Yeah,
white
because
girl
you need
styles.
different ones. You be like, because you can get confused with the hip hop white girl. I had a hip hop white girl, right?
So you thought you were a black girl, but you wasn't with a black girl.
Right, because it was like she was understanding and submissive like a white girl, and like down to do whatever you want.
Squad.
And she had the body, of a black girl. Ooh, that was confusing. Sometimes you would think she was light skinned, and she was like, I'm saying, like I could go on Dharma with her. They were still looking at me crazy, but you could do it. And then so black girls would look at me like,
I never understood. I mean, I get it.
and
I'm not one of
dudes,
those,
black
though,
dudes
so.
look at me like
Yeah.
I get it. You know, I get it. But you gotta get it out the way and get it out the way.
All right, before we go, I do have a
So
question.
shout out to them.
I got a question, real quick.
Yeah.
Listening.
You in the call with one of these 5 girls?
Okay.
One of the 5 white girls. Okay.
You bumped
Which has
into-
happened.
Not all of them.
Oh
At the
no.
same time,
This
boo.
is spread out. This is
Oh.
spread out. Yeah.
You in the call? The jam
And
is
never
on.
back. Oh, one more thing. Never back to back. Never back to back. Because
break it
if
up.
you don't have a break in
You
between,
start.
like black people will look at you like,
You're set out.
yes. So you have to put some
Now
the
you're not
black
a nigga,
cookie
you're
in
a
between
nigger.
that white vanilla filling.
Why am I talking to him?
I was trying. You gotta split it up. You gotta split it up.
Listen real quick. Let me ask y'all a question so we can
Okay,
go.
you in the car. You in the car.
Oh
You in the
my
car.
goodness, yo. What were you trying
Song
to
come
say?
on.
I was trying to be politically correct, and I realized I was
She
talking
said
so
N word.
Oh,
deal
wait,
breaker
that's
or no?
never happened
Doesn't
to
matter
me.
if she's the hip hop or the gothic one. Wouldn't matter.
No. Oh, wow. Okay, so no, they cannot say the one. No,
Like I'm like,
no.
Jigga,
Okay, but
what's
let me
my-
tell you this.
My
There's
nigga,
been-
and you be like,
No, you can't say it. Like I've been around a lot of white people that sing hip hop songs, and when the N word comes on in the song,
They
it's a
awkward, like-
pause. They don't say that part.
you be like that.
I'll be like, go ahead, say it.
I
do
don't feel comfortable
I don't either.
when black people are in the presence of white people and they say nigga to the white person. Like that to me is uncomfortable because I know that they're
At my
uncomfortable.
job, we had this one white girl, and she was white, Texas white.
Oh, wow.
We so used to us being like,
Uh-huh.
first of all, our cursing was ridiculous, but when it was uncomfortable for us to be like, yo, like we talking about maintenance, like that nigga ain't even want, like it was so
Yeah.
awkward. You be like.
So
saying
what?
right there,
But
like,
you ain't
it
mean to
makes you
say it.
think, cause then
Yeah.
you like, I don't even I wouldn't feel comfortable saying it around them.
Yeah.
So it's like for me, I don't want you saying it around me.
It don't make me no difference. I can't tell you what to say out your mouth.
So if a white girl calls you a nigger, what you gonna do?
I can't. That's how you feel.
You'll be like, huh?
That's just the same as if you cursing at me. That's how you feel.
Okay.
Come on.
So if
So
a white
if
person
she
came
said-
in your job and was like, "What's up, my nigga?" or somebody was like, "Look, that nigger over there wouldn't give me my shoes."
Well, I would never have that problem, so I don't care.
Well, there's one white guy who I know who can say the N word in the presence of me.
Bill Clinton.
Who has said no that I know personally.
Oh.
Who has said and I'm completely fine with it, and it's only one person, and I've seen him say it in the presence of many black people. DJ Scotty B, who's married to a black woman. His kids are, mixed.
So that makes it okay.
It does in a weird way because he's blacker than a lot of black people that I know.
Yes, it is. Real
So
quick.
I just look at him
Gary
as light
Owen.
skinned.
Gary Owen, a comedian.
Yeah.
He married to a black chick.
Yeah.
So if he said it, would you like? If he said it, in
See, I don't
stand-up,
know,
would
but
you
like I said,
feel-
I would feel a certain way about it if I knew him personally. So with Scotty, I know it's not.
and like
It doesn't come from a racial place at all.
That's the thing. Like, so
Yeah, it doesn't come from. But if it came, but some people, if it feels like it's coming from a racial place, Scotty and I, he hates when I tell this story. We caught a limo hack to Owens Mills one time, right? Okay, so this was we were on Ricestown Road and we were going to Owens Mills Mall. We were in the studio and we needed a cord. We didn't have the cord. So we go, so he's like, yo, we just get a hat and go to the mall and go get it from Radio Shack. Okay, so I'm like, all right, cool. So we go outside. We on Ricestown Road. He lived a couple blocks up from the mall, Ricestown Plaza. So we outside catch a hat. A limo pulls over. We're like, what the fuck? So the limo stops.
What the heck?
I mean, what the heck? Right. So the limo stops. So we run to go get in the limo. So we gotta go to the mall.
He has a problem with getting in cars. I've just realized that.
But it was me and Scotty though, so it was cool. So we go to the mall. we gotta go
Somebody
get
got
a cord.
kidnapped when he was little.
So he was like, all right. So the hack is like, where you going? We like going to the mall. We got to go ahead, grab his cord, and we come right back out. So they're like, all right, cool. We agreed on the price. He takes us to the mall. We pull us to the food court. So we pull to the food court and we stop. So we talking. He's like, wait, we right here. Just wait right here. So of course people looking like, what the fuck? Who's this? Like, so we get out the limo. It's like what's a rah type shit.
Y'all was Hollywood.
Okay, so I'm like, dang, I can get used to this. This is before I had ever made a record or anything. So I'm like, dang, I can get used to this. So we go into the mall and get what we gotta get. So I'm like, we gotta hurry up. So he's like, I'll go get the cord. You grab some food and we get, go back. So we do that. On the way back, some white boys is walking behind me and called me a nigga. But I didn't hear them. Scotty was walking, we're trying to get back to the limo and we're trying to meet. So they didn't think we was together. They just thought he was just a random white guy. So when he said it, he was like, yo, what the F you say? So I turned around, so he hits him. Bow! So next
That's the type of friend you need.
Right, so next thing I know, we fighting. Then security coming, so we run to get into the limo, we bounce. My whole point for the story is I look at him as just like a
And he
regular
got
black
offended
person.
just
He
as much
got
as you
offended
would.
upon hearing nigga, and he says nigga, but not. It wasn't in a. They said ER.
Right.
You're like, look
There's
at this
a
nigga.
difference.
Yeah, it was like one of them type of things. So it depends on the person.
So can the N word, not the ER, but just the N word, can that be used in a derogatory way?
What?
Can you say he's pretty much saying? If somebody said,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah, yeah,
ER is derogatory,
You mean
but can
okay?
somebody
Yes,
say-
yes.
How so?
If
If ER is the actual derogatory.
derogatory,
I think sometimes it's how.
I think it's
people
how
say
it's
it.
implied. So it's
Because
like,
somebody be like, you know, I've seen it happen before where somebody was trying to mock, like, oh, because you got you and your niggas with you, like, trying to be, I was like, okay.
but
like,
even more
you know,
so than
something
that,
like-
it's just like, who is this nigga? That's derogatory. It's all in inflection in your voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, but if you can flip it, I can be like, yo, that's my nigga. Then
So
it's
what
totally
does
different.
derogatory mean to you?
It's in the inflection and your intention and how you used it. So she could say she grade gold, her husband, she could refer to him as her nigga because that's her husband. You know what I mean?
Or
That's
somebody
not
be like,
derogatory.
you broke ass. It's like,
Now it's derogatory.
right, like,
It's all in your inflection and the other words is in the sentence. Now you could just, that could be the only word in the sentence and it's not derogatory. You be like, nigga. That's the only word in the sentence. It's not derogatory.
That's why.
That's
it
not
don't-
derogatory.
It don't, like that don't. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah,
who
but
say
it's the
N word.
same word, only word in the sentence you can change. You be like, nigga. See, it's
And that's
totally
anything
different.
you say.
It's just
It's how-
but
how
that's
you say
anything, right?
anything.
That's anything.
it's with the B word.
But see, I really don't like to use the word as much now. I try to really limit it because it just sounds ignorant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. We just have a tendency of taking something bad and flipping it.
Yeah, this is true. And we have a tendency of not realizing we should have been gone.
Word.
With that being said, we had an amazing show
Yes,
tonight.
we did.
Shout out to Diamond and his limo.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always good when I can get a Scotty B story. Yeah.
See you all next week.
We don't know who we
Same-
have next week.
Y'all don't?
Oh,
I don't.
Okay.
We don't have the planner.
Well,
we
let
don't
me-
have the
yeah.
calendar.
We don't have
So
the planner.
remind me, son, if we have time next week, then I will also tell y'all how Scotty lost me my record deal. Also,
Oh, I'm here for that story.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I'll tell
we
y'all that
definitely
next
wanna
week.
hear
All right,
Yes.
Baltimore Flava Radio.
Yes.
Radio Fire.
With Luke, for the record. Okay, so I'll tell y'all about that. Yeah. When will we be back?
We will be back next
We
week.
are
Next week.
going
Same
home.
bat time.
We are
Same
going
bat
home.
channel.
We
Yeah.
are going home. We are going home.
Ha!